Theater and film are two different mediums. In theater, you're not allowed to mess up because you're performing in front of a live audience. In film, however, depending on the budget, you're able to do different camera shots, camera angles, and you're able to redo the shoot a few times, and the editors are able to gloss over that. However, there is this saying in the film industry that editors hate, which is fix it and post. Now, the reason why I bring up this phrase fix it and post is because it's kind of like a gamer's way of saying you have more lives in a video game than you do in real life. However, in real life, you cannot fix it and post. We are in production the entire time, and unfortunately, we can't start life over. And if we are able to, like in terms of reincarnation, then that's a whole different story, but you're not going to be the same person with the same people with the same experiences. I graduated film school in April 2020, and I have been trying to create a short horror film ever since. This is now our fourth time reshooting this short film.
No, just like that? Or just like that?
Kind of like you taking it out of your mess and then handing it to her.
Okay.
And the only person that has stuck by with me the entire process was the lead actor. Now, I'm really grateful that we've been starting it over and over because A, it's teaching me more about filmmaking as a whole. It's teaching me how to get more people onto the project on not short notice, but it's teaching me how can I make this short film better? How can I make this the best short film it possibly could be? I am also a writer. I have been trying to write my first manuscript ever since I was in the 8th grade. I am now 26 years old, and I have a really great editor, and she read my first chapter, and she was like, it has great potential. I'm really invested in it. However, you would need to start this all over from scratch. Not necessarily from scratch, keeping the same people, characters, settings, and basically we're rebuilding the world to where there's a more conceivable plotline. I have one bachelor's degree in film, a certificate in polysomnography technology, which is a certificate for sleep studies, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I wanted to do with my life. I'm thinking about going back to school. I was thinking more in the IT direction because I would potentially work from home. But now I'm thinking more along the side of librarian. It's like at 26, I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. Luckily, I already have a bachelor's degree. Anyway, luckily I already have a bachelor's degree, so if I wanted to, I could probably jump into a master's for a librarian or archiving, along those lines. Or if I wanted to, I could transfer my credits over to get another bachelor and a master's on top of that, and so I can condense it into 4 years instead of 6 years. However, I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. Now, I do know what I want to do. It's just that it's kind of like a hard profession to get into because everything nowadays is mostly networking. I also want to point out too, just to make things more relatable or easier for you guys, how I don't even have a job right now. I've been applying to movie theaters or places like that, and when I call them to let them know that I've applied, they're like, oh, we're not hiring right now. But it says online that you are hiring, so either you are hiring or you're not, and it's just really hard to find a job, especially out here in California. To give you guys perspective essentially, I don't even have a job right now. I'm kind of winging it with YouTube for the time being, and I am writing on the side and see how that goes. So starting over, the best way to start over is by letting go of the past, to begin a new path and a new you.